And then why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake.
Mom,
I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
see, I be trying to
I don't
tell
like
these
his face.
people.
I don't like the way he walks. Like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His footsteps, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio. Because that was the late, great, iconic DMX giving his sentiments, genuine sentiments on what he thought about the human named Drake. And then, of course, the other clip was a funny clip that basically reiterates what Kendrick embodied throughout his entire Euphoria diss track. Now, by the tone of my voice, you could probably already tell what I think about this track. And for longtime listeners of the podcast, you already know that Drake is my favorite rapper of all time. So it's a sad day in history. I ain't gonna lie to you. As Kendrick basically called Drake gay, fake, not black, not a gangster, an immigrant, says he has an ugly accent, tummy tuck, doesn't believe in God. Oh, and wait for it. The track title is a HBO show that Drake produced. And just take a gander at what the subject matter was. It's a show around high schoolers and their life through high school. It seems to me the winning route has been taken by Kendrick Lamar. I previously stated the direction that people would go in to diss Drake. I already talked about his surgeries, his alleged interactions with underage women, and basically stated that that is a direction they can go in to effectively take out Drake in a rap battle. Unfortunately, Kendrick Lamar did absolutely that. As this track, once again, titled Euphoria, is a nod to Drake producing a HBO series titled Euphoria surrounding high schoolers. Think about that. Double, triple entendre because of the plethora of instances where Drake is messing with underage women. Now, you might be asking, don't pick up the pitchforks just yet. Why in the world is Drake your favorite rapper if you already knew all of these instances with underage women? To be completely transparent, hip-hop is a genre where we accept everybody. Not the politically correct statement to say, but it's the honest truth. Murderers, drug dealers are all accepted in a genre of hip-hop. People to this day are still playing R. Kelly's music. So that should tell you something. Anyways, continuing my sentiments on this diss track, I would not be doing my job if I did not lay the facts out there for y'all. So putting my stand card to the side, because after this segment, the OVO goons probably will not accept me into the OVO camp after this, because I have to keep it 8 more than 92 with y'all. So with that being said, let's get into this track, man, because this is ridiculous. Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar is, of course, a response to push-ups, as I have right here. Also, once again, Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio. But basically, Drake put out push-ups under 48 hours after We Don't Trust You came out, because the entire industry was going at Drake. ASAP, Rocky, Kendrick, Future, Metro, The Weeknd, Rick Ross. I mean, everybody. So he waited to let them unload the clip, and then he responded to everybody on this track, Push Ups. But of course, who did he want specifically? Kendrick. That's why at the end, he said, I was really trying to keep it PG. If you don't know, PG Lang is Kendrick Lamar's label that he just started after getting out of the contract with Top Dog Entertainment. So now that he has PG Lang, it's him and Baby Keem, and Drake saying, I was really trying to keep it PG. It's basically him admitting that he just wants to focus on Kendrick Lamar. I mean, Baby Keem could get it too, I guess, as a casualty of war. But as far as specifically, Drake wants Kendrick. That's why he didn't respond to Rick Ross's diss that he put out. And is why he won't respond to Future's diss that he just had a feature on, as far as talking about him going back to back to back on people that he despised or something like that. It was a diss towards Drake. Drake's not going to respond because simply he wants to go at Kendrick. So anyways, Euphoria diss track as a rebuttal to push-ups is beyond adequate. And this is why I kept saying the Like That verse, while it was a solid verse, putting your diss critique hat on, it was not good enough to hype it up like people did. This track here, Euphoria, is exactly why I said that, because disses towards somebody over and over again, playing on different topics, using double, triple entendres to get your point across, and basically calling out people in ways that's very authentic and not discrediting them as an artist. He says he likes certain things. He said he doesn't like others, keeping it authentically him, but also criticizing Drake as a man and as certain aspects that people just put to the side because he's Drake. Addresses a lot of personal aspects of Drake's life, which undoubtedly Drake will respond. So don't get that twisted. My GOAT will still respond. But let me tell you, it's going to have to be one of them, because the way that Kendrick made us... How long was this track? Hold on, give me a second. Let's see how long this track was. This track was... I know it was around 6 minutes, maybe 7, but I'm trying to get the specific time. Okay. This track was 6 minutes and 23 seconds. Now, for that entire duration, he was going at one man. If you don't remember, push-ups, which was... Hold on, let me mute this so y'all keep hearing random sounds. But push-ups by Drake was about 3 minutes and 54 seconds, going at the entire industry. Just showcasing and putting it in perspective on how talented Kendrick Lamar is as a rapper. Am I saying Drake can't make a 6 to 7 minute song directly attributed to Kendrick? Obviously not. But for Kendrick to respond in twice the amount of length, no Diddy, as far as a diss specifically towards one man, that is talent at its finest. And it's not even just that. We're going to get into the rest of it. But as far as the diss, the length, okay, I have to keep saying no Diddy because, hey, he been out here wilding. So the diss, as far as the length, being 6 minutes and 23 seconds, specifically contributed to Drake, calling out a lot of different topics, and basically still said at the end of the track he was holding back. And you know what? I 100% believe this man, because for him to even touch on the underage topic means that he's done his homework and he knows the plethora of instances where Drake has been involved with underage women. Now, Joe Budden making a Murderer Part 1. Hold on, let me just bring this up for y'all. Joe Budden, Making a Murderer Part 1, as you can see right here. And then Joe Budden's Wake track, as you can see right here, which I think may be on DSPs. I don't know. Joe Budden's like a underground type artist, so you may have to look it up on SoundCloud or something. And then Joe Budden's Afraid diss. Now, Kendrick took a lot of liberties from these disses, basically talking about the surgeries, because who exposed that to the public? Joe Budden. So I'm not giving him credit for that. I'm just saying the packaging of every single element of Drake's life is basically like KD on the Warriors. You can just pick your poison on how you want to destroy your opponent. At this point, Drake is very much playing with fire, and hopefully he has something devastating on Kendrick, because like I keep saying, because I'm not trying to soften the blow, but on the other hand, I am a Drake stan. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, that man's hardest diss he has towards Drake is him messing with underage women. I mean, if we're talking about 2010, I mean, if we're talking about 2013, talking about another video in 2010, I mean, there's a lot of nasty places you could go, which is why I think that's the most detrimental pathway to success when it comes to Kendrick, when it comes to Drake, as far as taking him out in this rap battle. So ultimately, as a rap fan, I'm glad that this man responded. The hip hop fan in me is so glad that we've received a response that's high quality and showcases why I kept calling Kendrick the best modern day rapper. And basically, he has cemented that status as the lyrical wordplay, the vocal inflection. I can't play the track, of course. So the vocal inflection at the beginning, as far as him whispering, the beat change as far as getting more into his lyrics, and then the ending, basically letting you know that I have more. Which rappers, Jermaine did that and he apologized. Drake did that and he definitely has more. Kendrick did that, and guess what? He definitely has more. I already know the route Drake's gonna take, but at this point, man, going at somebody's wife versus somebody saying you mess with underage women, I mean, come on now. Like, which topic y'all think's gonna win? Which topic do y'all think is gonna win in this rap beef? So, I'm not getting to the specifics. Y'all just got to, let me chill. All right, so let me do my job, right? Drake has been involved with a lot of interactions with young girls, right? Underage women. So, specifically, 2010 theater in Denver, Colorado. That's the biggest one. So we're going to get to that last. There was another one in 2010. It was a video of Drake slow dancing with a young fan after twirling her, pulling her back, smelling her hair, and basically saying, I told you I like your hair, right? What is that? Is that herbal essence? So that is the video I don't think the public has seen. The one the public has seen, though, I said I was going to get to it last. But we also have the instance where Drake was at Kylie Jenner's Sweet 16 party all the way back in 2013. And of course, Kylie Jenner was 16. So the Drake performance, the rumors around it, and Kanye West claiming that happened when Kylie Jenner was underage, allegedly. Gotta keep saying that because it's on video that they was at the same party, but as far as what Kanye West confirmed, if you don't have actual video proof, you have to say allegedly. Not caping for Drake. I'm just letting you know what it is. Can't just go out saying people is having sexual intercourse with minors. It's that the world doesn't work like that, right? That's why I'm framing it in the way I am, because these are public public fodder and allegations that have some credence to it, because I'm not going to get into all of them, but let's get into the most exposed one. The Denver, Colorado theater, where Drake invited a fan onto the stage, kissed her on the neck, hugged her from behind, asked her age. The fan said she was 17, and Drake responded, "I can't go to jail yet." However, he continued, saying he didn't know if he should feel guilty, but had fun and sent her off the stage with another kiss on the cheek. I just I just want to have a favorite rapper in peace. Like Kendrick, let me tell you something. Kendrick. I'm not condoning this man's actions. All I'm saying is hip hop has a lot of hypocrisy, and that is a changed man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Drake was 24, she was 17, not condoning it. I'm just letting you know the ground stage of what I'm about to say. People won't understand because they may be removed from this life, and I personally don't indulge in it, but I've seen it. College life, especially when you're an athlete, people will be in the age range of 17 to 24. People will try to attract certain athletes and be underage, and they will lie about the status of their age. Now, this is where the gray area comes in. Because, of course, one would say, ask her about her age, and then at the end of the day, there would be no problem. But that is where the college aspect comes in. People are at a party, people don't care. They're not asking age. If you look of age, they're not identifying. They're not asking if you're over the age of 21. So that is the college life. I don't personally indulge in that. I'm just basically putting it in front of y'all that happens often in a college life. Call it disgusting. I'm just letting you know what it is. So anyways, can't say I don't keep it 8 more than 92 because this is the greatest hip hop battle that we've received in history. As far as Notorious, B.I.G., and Tupac, they had short careers. Obviously, their legacy was way longer than their actual careers and lifespan. You know, rest in peace to them. Jay-Z versus Nas. Nas wasn't nearly as big as Kendrick is currently when he went at Jay-Z. Obviously, Jay-Z was around the same level as far as being dominant in the rap game that Drake was. Not sales-wise, just as far as the rap field, Jay-Z was number one. But Nas was definitely not number 2 when it came to statistics. Kendrick, of course, is one of those to where if he drops, he can make it hard for a lot of artists when it comes to sales. And he has, which is why people put him in that top 3. And I think he is deservedly number 3. I always say about Jermaine. Speaking of Jermaine, I wonder what Jermaine thinks in a time like this. Like, how do you just let hip hop down and just live with yourself? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, back to Kendrick. So Kendrick puts up numbers that makes this a unequivocal heavyweight bout. This back and forth is the greatest hip hop rap beef we've ever had. I'm not putting expectations too high. I'm not overblowing it. Drake versus Kendrick is the biggest hip hop rap beef we've ever received. All right. With that being said, I would get into the lyrics, but I just don't want to. I just don't. I'm okay. I'll get into the lyrics, man. Let me tell you something. A 6-minute and 14-second track, that is a lot. And every single bar is surgically implemented towards Drake. I'm not reading off this entire track. I'm sorry. I'm not doing all that because, man, it hurts, man. I ain't gonna cap. This is crazy. Like, this is beyond insane. I basically kind of gave an overview, but I'll go through it. So basically, yeah, I'm not going through this entire track, man. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Kendrick accuses Drake of being a scam artist, of course. I'm going to give you just an overview. Talks about his transition from his career of acting to rap being superficial, calling him out for being a culture vulture, calling him out for being so involved in the culture that he doesn't take care of family duties as far as being a good dad. So he talks about his son, which is the whole line. Let me see if I can find it. Can't give no swag. I hate the way you talk. That was the hate one. Oh my goodness, he sent so many bars towards that man way. I'm gonna have to do another review because this is insane. I literally just finished an episode. I would have went crazy as far as a long episode, but what did Kendrick say that? Oh no, I'm honestly looking for. I'm not even trying to be funny. Let me see. Back to back. Why would I call to get dirt? Oh, here we go. Okay, y'all think all of my life is rap? Question mark. That's expletive. I'm gonna take out the cuss words. This is a PG podcast, by the way. If you didn't know that, if you're new, definitely rate this 5 stars. But anyways, let's keep going. Yeah, my fault. Shameless plug. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. And tell them to pray, know nothing about that. And giving them tools to walk through life, like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching the most and take all the discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1 is 1v20 if I gotta smack expletives that right with you. Oh my goodness, if they ain't the most masterful way to flip the whole 20v1 mantra. Cause the whole aspect of Drake going at the whole industry was working for him as far as perception. The way that Kendrick flipped that is such lyricism at its finest, because now he's putting in perspective that Drake definitely gets help when it comes to writing. That's a public fact. So flipping the 20v1 into, okay, well, you could say 20v1, but I'm actually going 20v1 because it's me versus everybody who helps you in your camp to come up with slaps. It's throughout this whole track, it's man, this track filled with it, man. This track filled with supreme, masterful, crafted disses. This I can't. I'm done, man. I'm done, man. Click my link tree in my bio. Let me know on one of my social medias. What do you think about this Kendrick Euphoria diss track? Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. The Taylor Made freestyle that got taken off. I had that up here, but I'm not getting into that. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. Yeah, man, I'm done covering this, man. I'm about to go cope with the pain of Kendrick going at Drake for 6 minutes and just completely just, yeah, man. Click my link tree, man. Forget the outro, man. Hey, I'm out, man.